What is up, guys? Skyler here. Today we're doing Romeo and Juliet versus Bonnie and Clyde. I'm very familiar with these people, especially Romeo and Juliet. Very big fan of Shakespeare. I learned a lot about him in high school and college. One thing I want to say before we start is we did it. We hit 2K. I got some announcements I'm going to be releasing later throughout the weeks and maybe next month of projects I'm working on. But let's get straight into it. What was that? 20-second intro? We're okay. I got a bar and a snub nose.
I'll let you go first, but damn sure I'm getting licked in. On this hissy fitting rich kid and this preview best in vixen.
Okay, so I really liked how Clyde started. I'm gonna drop, or I've been known to drop bars, but the BAR Browning automatic rifle was a gun very common in his era, especially in World War II. They were like these heavy assault rifles. They actually got replaced later on for a lighter. Was it the M1? I don't remember if it was the M1, but just to let you know, it got replaced. But I think the M1 was like 7 pounds, maybe 5 pounds. But the Browning was so heavy; it was like 12, 13 pounds, just running around with that thing. It was crazy. But I like that. And he says, "I'm gonna make them see stars." You know, knocking someone see the stars out. Star lovers too. I like it. Get some licks in. That, you know, I don't know if I'm in Texas, so I hear that. You know, someone say they're gonna get their licks in, but I don't know if you're not from the. I don't know if it's a Southern thing exactly, but if you're not an American, getting licks in, get some hits in. Basically, what she's saying. But yeah, let's get into it.
If these lovers cross me, they're gonna end up seeing stars. I'll let you go first, but damn sure I'm getting licked in. On this hissy fitting rich kid and this preview best in vixen. I'm sticking
her flow.
And we can rob him blind. I'll stick this punk up from the front. I'll take this broad from behind.
Okay.
In the ass for the last Capulet heiress. Give Miss Donuts in Paris a reason to cry to her parents.
Okay, I like that. So put a cap in her ass. Capulet. The Capulet house was Juliet's house. The whole battle between Romeo and Juliet's families because they're different houses and things like that, and a reason to cry to her parents. But one thing, give Miss No Nights in Paris. Okay, there's a certain video, adult video about Paris Hilton. No, is it One Night in Paris or something like that? I don't remember the exact name of it. But Paris is actually the person who Juliet is supposed to be arranged marriage to. So that's a couple things right there. And then the last Capulet Harris, like I said, Juliet, it was the last female of the Capulet Harris, or the Capulet house, and Harris is what they call them. And then I'll take the broad from behind, I'll stick this punk up for the front. So that was a very common robbery tactic, was to, especially if they're, and they probably did hundreds of them, was to hold someone up as a distraction and someone come up from the flank as a behind, or just sneak up and take whatever. So that was, they're just reenacting what they do.
Punk up from the front. I'll take this broad from behind.
And the car behind them, I love this car. I love the wheels, but this is basically the car that Bonnie and Clyde drove. Was this tan or lightly tan sand colored car, and I always love these wheels. The white wheels, I always like them.
And pop a cap in the ass for the last Capulet heiress. Give Miss Donuts in Paris a reason to cry to her parents.
Oh, Romeo, wherefore you trying to flow, yo? Mofo, you soft as a fro, yo. Are those the drapes to your clothes, bro? It's gonna be a tragedy.
Make you ache like your balls on the balcony.
Pharaoh gave you the mouth your mouth is.
Sick like a plague on both your houses.
My love.
Ooh, sick like a plague on both your houses. That's hard. So the reason why that's hard is Mercutio spits a verbal plague on them when he dies. And he dies really tragically. And he dies, and he shouldn't have died because Romeo refuses to fight, if I remember correctly. But I do like this. The Barrow gang is Bonnie and Clyde's gang that they're a part of. I think Clyde's brother's in it or something like that. There's a couple. It's a small time gang. They don't do anything super crazy, but they're a small group of doing a bunch of small robbery crimes. Nothing too crazy. But I did like this too.
Make you ache like your balls.
Like your ache on a balls on a balcony. That has to be a reference to the whole Juliet on the balcony, Romeo confessing the love type thing. You know, you're getting blue balls necessarily. You know, they profess their love to each other, but you know they're so far apart. I like that. That's goofy as hell. But are those are those drapes or your clothes? Because you know a lot of the old Englishmen and just old you know medieval era clothes are, you know, very weird looking. I don't think Bonnie and Clyde are much to talk about clothes. They're, you know, they robbed and got a lot, but you know, the Dust Bowl, they were in the Dust Bowl era, and you know, one of the a big downfall. But is Mofo you soft as Froyo, and he does this? I don't know if he's talking about his dick or something like that. I don't know anything about like Romeo. Did Romeo have a problem in that department? I'm not entirely sure, but his flow was nice.
Trying to flow, yo. Mofo, you soft as a fro, yo. Are those the drapes to your clothes, bro? This gonna be a tragedy.
Make you ache like your balls on the balcony.
Pharaoh gang put their money where their mouth is.
Spit thick like a plague on both your houses.
My love, your face is beauty to behold. I will protect thine honor from these dust bowl dildos.
A moment's break from your gaze is an eternity past. So together we shall both put these bitches on blast.
I've seen this person before. Who is this? I've seen this person before. I can't remember where, but I've seen this person before for sure. But they probably got like a YouTuber or something. But put the bitches on blast. Come on, we all know what that means. It's 2020. But the only thing I did really like right here, or I liked it, but the one thing that's breakdown worthy is these Dust Bowl dildos. Like I was saying before, the Dust Bowl era, I don't know if they were necessarily in it. I think it may have happened a little bit after Bonnie and Clyde died, but they were really within that era. They were in the pre-phase of it all. So these Dust Bowl dildos, what an insult.
A moment's break from your gaze is an eternity past. So together we shall both put these bitches on blast.
On guard, thou artless, beetle-headed flatterer. The only insult you have thrust upon me is thine stench. Why don't you twist upon these nuts? Are you good with a rag?
That's true.
Of your raps should be a federal offense.
Oh, okay, so that in the old terms meant flipping someone off necessarily, but I did like this. You know, you should twist upon these nuts because you're good with a wrench. You know, use a wrench to tighten bolts and nuts and things like that. And Clyde was really good. That was their backup plan, was to be him to own like a mechanic shop or something like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Romeo's not saying anything too hard. Like Bonnie and Clyde have him beat so far.
You twist upon these nuts, are you good with a rag? The chismal state of your raps should be a federal offense.
And you there, wench with the neck of a chicken, you get your ass whipping worse than your boyfriend's in prison. You're not a true romance, you're just a conjugal visit. Oh, but that's not even your real husband now, is it?
Hey,
Holy shit, dude. Juliet just killed her. Holy hell, Bonnie just got destroyed. That was the hardest verse so far in this battle. Holy hell. Okay, so we got to break all of this down. Holy hell. Okay, so right off the bat, she says you got a neck of a chicken. You know, if someone has a neck of a chicken, what are they doing with that? You know, sexual stuff. But you'll get an ass whipping like your boyfriend's in prison. So Clyde got sexually assaulted in prison. And it's actually crazy. Clyde later on kills that person who does it. So, you know, an ass ripping, that's rough. That's rough. And then he says, you're not a true romance. You're a, how the fuck do I even do? I don't even know how to do that. But you're a conjugal visit. You know, when a conjugal visit in prisons, you know, someone who visits just for sex. So he's saying, you know, you're not even true love, because, you know, Romeo and Juliet are the epitome of true love, the tragic true love. And then that's not even your real husband now, is it? Because Bonnie and Clyde never got married. Bonnie was actually married to another man and never got divorced. So it is just her boyfriend. So that was just hard. Okay, Bonnie and Clyde were, you know, Romeo came out, didn't really do much, but Juliet picked up the slack and just destroyed Bonnie. Bonnie has to come back from that for sure. And Clyde, you just got your ass torn up too.
True romance, you're just a conjugal visit. Oh, but that's not even your real husband now, is it?
Hey, partner, you best put a muzzle on your missus, for I teach her how we handle disrespect down in Texas.
Do you call, sir?
Is that how we handle disrespect in Texas? I'm in Texas. I'm in H-Town. Hey, whatever whatever Clyde's saying, okay?
For I teach her how we handle disrespect down in Texas.
Do you call, sir? Oh, shall I draw my long sword? Or will you duck your chicken shit ass back into your fall?
How could you
Okay.
be my man into mono we mono? You can't protect your best friend from some John like Mazzano.
Oh no, you could have. Oh no, they're talking about when that has to be Tybalt. Mercutio killed by Tybalt. There's a fight that happens, and Romeo was supposed to fight but didn't. But that was hard. That's rough. That's rough. It's so Romeo throughout the film always avoids conflict, or someone takes the conflict for him. So you don't never really get to even see Romeo's skills if he has any in fighting. And keep in mind, both these people are still pretty young. Bonnie and Clyde are in their like 20s, 30s, and Romeo and Juliet aren't even legal. They're both, I think, how old is Juliet's like 13 or something, and Romeo's like 16. They're super, super young. So, they're, I wouldn't say Romeo's skills are even that good in fighting. So that's why, all these people, jump to Romeo's aid.
Ass back into your fall.
How could you beat my man into mono we mono? You can't protect your best friend from some John like Mazzano.
Oh my God.
Romeo will beat your bow in contest blow for blow. He will do upon thine dick what you have done upon your toe.
Okay, you just shot her, for starters. Okay, so, but before we get into the whole shooting thing, what he has done to your toe, Clyde, to get transferred in prison, is this after the sexual assault? I don't remember, but he wants to get transferred to another facility. So what he does is cut off his toes. I don't know if it's multiple or one. Like, what? He cuts off his toes to try to get transferred to another facility. So, oof. Julia is hard carrying.
Upon thine dick what you have done upon your toe. Oh, I'm killed. What irony is this? The lead role shot down by a failed actress.
And I shall kill myself on my stomach, I shall lie. So you loves can lick my ass, thus with a diss.
I die. Oh, never mind. My flesh was merely grazed. Where's Romeo? Oh, Romeo! There's poison on your
He said, wait, hold on. Okay, look at this. What a position to die in. And then look what he says before he dies. It really goes with the position. You louds can lick my ass. And he dies just ass up. And I like how she doesn't die. I love how this is a play on practically to the movie. Where Juliet uses a spell, or not a spell. What the hell am I talking about? Like a potion to look dead. And then Romeo finds her, appears to be dead, and kills himself, and then Juliet wakes up, it's like, what the fuck, and then kills herself. So I like it.
Never mind, my flesh was merely grazed. Where's Romeo? Oh, Romeo! There's poison on your face! Oh, happy dagger, kiss me true, swayed my breath to stop. Shield yourself inside my heart, I like the beat I drop.
Like the beat is dropped, hard drop, but I also like the rhymes that's coming from, that's partially a quote from the book as well. I love it.
Well, that was tragic.
That did not go as expected.
Would have done that boy some good. Just wait a couple seconds.
Oh, talk to him. I hated that. How Romeo just instantly kills himself in the book. I thought, what the hell, dude? What the hell?
Sad though, really? So young to have just died?
Well, at least we got each other.
Just Bonnie?
And
Okay. I like this. I like it. So at the very end of the movie, I love how they played both movies / like books. At the very end of Bonnie and Clyde, in their story, what happens is someone is hiding in the bush, kind of like how they stick up people. And just guns them down, I'm pretty sure it was a Tommy gun or something like that, and just puts dozens of holes into them in the car behind them. Bonnie's out of the car, and Clyde's out of the car, Bonnie's in the car, and just sprays them up. I like that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Who won?
Yeah, who did win? Yeah, who is next?
Good shot.
I like that. I like that ending. Okay. I think on the sole back of Juliet, Romeo and Juliet won. But this is definitely a close one. I could see either way. But I appreciate all the people who came by. Drop a sub if you're new here, and I'll see you guys next time.
Me get dropped like a pair of Yeezys with a 9 for the most cash. Happiness is money on my mind, fuck a Prozac. Funny how the haters I reside where they hoes at. All my dick they be climbing in my balls, man. All that effort in the girl that even call back. On that first, it ain't surprising if it don't last. Smoke that double, never passing, they can hold that. I'm in the